Welcome back to the Content Complete Podcast, featuring myself, Spencer, and my friend Matt with the Outlaw Gaming TV, and from the depths of the bottom of the ocean,
every time
from the lost city of Atlantis, but not inside the city, in the outer portions, in a shack that was the only surviving portion of the city, and he's been hiding there as a hermit. Fizcake, how's it going?
Pretty good. How about you guys?
Oh, pretty good. Yeah.
Been doing all right considering I've been drowning for the last however many years. But I dried myself off and got ready for the show, and here I am.
Yeah, it's actually surprising that your skin does not look completely just like, you know, how you get all pruny.
You guys know that water is the only, I don't know, is it a chemical, I guess? But water is the only thing that can, give enough time, can eat away at anything. They can dissolve anything.
Given enough time.
Given enough time.
Shut up, nerd.
What about plastic?
Okay. Given enough time.
Enough time.
Can water erode water?
No, it joins with water, dude. It's the
they
same
become
thing.
Another bigger water.
So it can't
you
do
ever
it to
heard of
every single chemical.
The ocean and lakes.
Oh, yeah, I just got back from the ocean.
Oh, right. I'm talking about the ocean to the ocean guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Also, I'm banning depths. You can no longer use depths.
Depths?
Gotcha. Okay, I'll look for another word. Honestly, I didn't even plan to use that word. It just popped in there. It's
it pops in every week.
Not every week.
Every week.
Only when
from
there's
the
a
depths of the other roof.
From. Only if there's a depths to be coming from, dude.
Okay, cool. Anyways.
Yeah, hey,
what a
welcome to Content Complete episode 65.
Yeah. Is it 65?
We play video games.
Or is it 64?
65.
65. Okay, cool. All right, Fizcake. Yeah, I missed one. Why don't you tell us what you played this week?
It was a good show.
It was a terrible. I played some games. EP4489. Get over it. Okay. Anyways, I played 2 games mostly this week. I played Dark Souls for the majority of this week. Streamed some Dark Souls. I've learned of the what is it, the item duplication thing where you can farm that to get stuff. Anyways, I used that to give the Chaos Switch thing. That wasn't the most exciting thing that happened. I don't even know why I brought that up, but I did that.
You learned a new technique. You know?
Are you cheating? Big old cheating.
Oh, yeah. Duplicating. Not cheating.
Item duplicating
it's exploitation.
Is
it's exploitation. Yeah.
Okay,
I would go with
right.
exploitation.
You're right.
And I just did it to get the humanities to farm for that Chaos Switch lady, because I have this guy that shows up randomly called the Summoner. He's like, hey, I'll guide you through Dark Souls. I'm like, cool, thank God somebody's doing it. And he just pretty much like, all right, now you just got to farm humanities to get the shortcut to the next area. I'm like, oh, well, I'm just going to do that off stream because that's boring. Nobody wants to see me dupe stuff for like a half hour.
Yeah. Yeah.
But other than that, I killed Seath the Scaleless.
Nice. Would you, when you first fought him, would you, because you can't even hurt him the first time you fight him. How'd you?
Well, it was funny because what happened the first time was that another guy was in the chat. He was like, hey, make sure you equip a ring of sacrifice for this. I'm like, okay, cool. And I go up the stairs. I walk into the room, and I'm like, oh. And I just say nope, and I walk back out, and I'm like, okay, all right. And I think I equipped the ring then. And then I walked back in. But the weird part was that I glitched the game somehow where, like, his boss bar didn't show up. He didn't even try to attack me. And I was, like, shooting arrows and shit at him. Like, is this the boss fight? And everybody in chat's like, no. Oh, God, no. What
happened?
Oh, Jesus, you broke the game so hard.
Yeah, because you can't usually walk back out.
For some reason, I could. I walked right into the room. I saw Seath, and I was like, nope, and I walked right back out.
The game's like, you know what? That's fair.
I don't blame you for that one. But I just had to reset the game and do all that, and then after that, I spent like the entire stream figuring out like what am I supposed to do? I don't understand. And I just Google videos afterwards. It's pretty much like I waste an entire stream trying to figure something out. I'm not gonna come back the next day and beat my head against a wall just to do it all over again. I'm gonna research. I'm gonna do some stuff.
Yeah, I found myself looking up and following walkthroughs more often because of the fact that we're streaming a game. Because sometimes it's fun to just not know. Other times it's like, yo, like I'm on a timer here. I gotta have episodes to come out, and nobody wants to watch the same guy, like do the same thing, and like not know this.
Have you seen Man vs. Gaming?
Yeah, sure.
Streams,
but his is a very particular. That's his brand. We can take his brand away, right? All right. So, you know, in the interest of time and my own sanity and math sanity, walkthroughs. It's fine. It's fine. It's not against it.
Oh yeah.
I have no
that's what
ego.
we usually. That's what we kind of do for the Into the Veil stuff sometimes. That was like the last last episode of what was it? Zero Time Dilemma.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just the walkthrough and wiki. Like, all right, this is happening. Blah blah blah.
Fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's see what's the whole story. Oh, it doesn't make any sense. Still perfect. Cool.
Sounds like
Great.
Zero Time.
Not missing anything.
Yeah, fantastic.
What if we talked about metaphysical quantum mechanics
For like longer than the actual storyline is explained?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, sick joke.
Yeah, koala. Good one.
Oh yeah,
I thought it was
going to
be
read
some super bad troll.
Yeah, but no,
But it was not.
Good joke.
Would you like to read it?
Yeah, go ahead, Spencer.
My girlfriend wanted to split up because I can't stop pretending to be a detective. I told her, good idea. We can cover more ground that way.
Beautiful. Way to go, quality senpai. Quality, yeah, okay. And off stream, I've been playing Battle Chef Brigade because it's a pretty quick game.
Battle Chef Brigade.
Brigade.
I remember
Explain
when
this
that
game to
came
me.
out like a few months ago.
Oh yeah, well essentially, it's you are Mina Han, and you are trying to enter. You're trying to be part of the Battle Chef Brigade, which essentially. Something happened where basically the only way you can eat food is if you hump these monsters down, which have all these exotic.
I thought you said a hump. I was like, what the fuck? This is not the game I thought it was.
So you have sex with the monsters, right? And then what you do? No, you hunt the monsters. They hunt the monsters to get them eaten, whatnot. Blah blah blah. Story's okay. I don't really give a shit. But the cool part is,
honestly, yeah.
Story's all the time. Beauty and the Beast. What you do? God damn it! Throw me in the trash. I quit the show. I'm done. You basically the way you cook stuff is you have like it's kind of like Bejeweled and all those other like match 3 games.
Right.
But normally, like for each round, you are cooking for a certain particular element. Like there's 3 elements. There's water, fire, and earth. And
couldn't have guessed.
No, right? And basically, you're trying like, okay, well, you want to get, as much earth in for like a guy who wants like, I eat earth stuff. Earth sounds good to me. Rawr. And you're supposed to get earth elements into your dish, and you're also supposed to get what the recommended monster you're supposed to hunt into your dish as well, which is usually just like the bigger, beefier monsters. Like the last 2 I had to fight was a dragon and a hydra, and that was fun. Yeah. But you do that, and that's how you get ingredients. You go out. Basically, you go out to your left, you hunt down monsters, berries, and shit. You come back, put it in the pot, stir it around, and you go back out, try to get more shit in there. And then, like, each cooking utensil has, like, different properties to it. Like, some of them makes it, like, well, you have to match 4, but then, like, your taste gem goes up by, like, 3 levels instead of 1 or something.
Your taste gem is so important.
You gotta have those good taste gems, dog.
Yeah.
And it's just really fun. Plus, it was for free on the Twitch Games thing. So if you have Twitch Prime,
right.
I don't think you can get it now, but if you
in the
did
future,
get it,
there are other games you can possibly get.
Yeah. But I highly recommend it if you have it. Definitely give it a shot. It's worth some time. I'm only like in chapter 4 out of 6 chapters in the game, so it's a pretty fun time.
Cool.
But I think that's pretty much it for me. What have you two been playing?
Well, we played some more Divinity 2, Divinity Original Sin 2.
I mean, might as well just go down to the days.
Right.
Start with Monday.
Monday, what do we play?
We stream like 6 hours of OctoPath Traveler.
And it's so good.
That game is real good.
Yeah. The way that they approach like progression in a story is very open. And it's a little bit like the same, right, every time, because you have all these characters. There's 8 of them, OctoPath, right? And you can pick one to start with, and they're like your main, kind of. And then you go through and you kind of pick up the other characters as you go, and they all have their own starting story that you play through. And then most of them will, if not, actually I think all of them have then a continuing story that you can explore as you go through the rest of the game and its main story, whatever that ends up being. I'm not even sure if we know what the main story is. And
I will say the way that they do you picking up other people, it's kind of, I don't want to say half-assed, but it's just weird because they don't really interact with each other.
No. Yeah.
They're very separate. They're like 8 unique people, and then they don't. So far, there's been 0 interpersonal, like,
between the characters
whatever.
themselves.
You literally walk up to one of the other, like, main cast or whatever, and they're like, "This is what happened, and are you gonna help me?" And then sometimes, like, even the text chat of them, like, "Yeah, I'm gonna help you," is like, it's flippant.
Yeah, or even not even that. Like, certain characters will have this idea about them that they're like a lone wolf, or like they do things themselves and they're very strong, right? And then you come along and they're like, "So you're willing to help me?" And I'm like, this doesn't fit. Like I expect there to be like you to like convince them, or like even our main character, he's like a thief, right? And he doesn't seem like the type. In fact, he talks about it, how he's going to be doing something to further his own gains in some way. And then he goes over and he's like, "Yeah, I don't mind helping you out." Like, why all of a sudden? Like, what is the motivation for these characters to help each other in the first place? Like, they have no connections to each other.
They don't talk about it at all.
Yeah.
You get like one text box that's like, "Hey, you're gonna help?" And you're like, "Yes or no," and you're like,
yeah, it's basically just a placeholder for, you want this other character to join your party, do their chapter first.
So it's essentially every episode of Adventure Complete when we are trying to figure out when we want to do something.
Right. It's kind of like that. And we're just like, okay, we'll
except we talk to each other. They don't even talk to each other. At least they haven't yet.
True.
Yeah. Maybe things will happen where like the characters will interact. But I heard some kind of murmurings that like none of the storylines that are the character specific storylines ever really interact together.
I don't even know there is a overarching storyline that has to do with all 8 of them. I think it might just be 8
separate
stories.
Yeah, that all happen at once, or however you want to do it. I mean, the choice is really nice. You can choose where you want to go next, who you want to pick up, when you want to pick them up. There's no like limiting factor for any of the main characters. And as you get more people and unlock more areas, the level requirement for getting more, like the next person, like across the board, just goes up a little bit. So like
the world levels as you level.
Yeah. And what was interesting about it is I don't think that the places you have been go up in levels, but by finishing a place, it makes the rest of the world go up in level to match you, is what it feels like. So it's kind of cool because you could start in one place and have it be a low-level version of it, and then go around the game. And then next time you play with somebody else, and when you get to that place later on, it's going to be a higher level now. But your starting place is still going to be, as far as I know, we haven't gone back really to like fight monsters necessarily, but they don't seem to be harder when we have kind of gone around in the area that we've been in previously for like a second, because you can just fast travel. It seems like they are the same level that when we first went through there. So it's that's literally probably the only negative thing so far. Everything else is great. Yeah.
Gameplay is great. All 8 we have 4. We have 4. All of them are super unique.
Yeah.
You have one lady who captures animals. You got the thief dude. We got a dancer lady who seduces other people, and they fight for her. And
it doesn't matter who it is. We had this one guy where we seduced a guard at first, and they follow you, and then in battle you can bring them out, and they'll be there, and like she'll have a turn, and then they'll have a turn on her turn. And but then we walked and talked to this old guy, and we're like, well, because I misunderstood what we were supposed to be doing in a particular part of the game, where you're supposed to seduce people and bring them back to the thing. It was part of our chapter, so I thought you had to make a big line of people to bring them back to where it is you're supposed to go. So I thought you had to seduce multiple people in a row. As it turns out, it's just one person at a time. But when I talked to the old guy, his stats were better. This old man, right? So fuck it, we'll grab the old man, right? And he comes out and he's kind of a badass. And it makes me wonder, like, if we go back to that town, is that old man an NPC back where he was, or did we literally take him on an adventure and then that was it?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know, because I think is he still with us?
No, we replaced him.
What did we replace him with?
With a dancer.
Oh, with another dancer that we picked up at the city. That's right. She was better.
A dancer seduced a dancer?
She seduced anybody, basically. I mean, there's a percentage like chance of you not being able to do it or whatever, but yeah, the way they the different characters' mechanics just like grow the game is pretty cool.
So each character or whatever, they have like a special ability that can affect the NPCs or overworld of the thing, and some quests and stuff like that. They don't tell you anything about the quests.
No,
they don't handhold you at all.
You have to literally just trial and error figure it out.
Yeah, about what how the questing is. So they'll give you like a vague like description.
Like, this is the problem, but they won't tell you what the steps are to solve it. But but like, it's all like, one of them, it required us to go and find another character, and we only knew because Edge told us. It required us to find another character to get their special like NPC ability to use that ability to get information and stuff like that. But if we didn't have that guy, we wouldn't have been able to solve this side quest. But it makes sense because their ability is like literally, what is it?
Inspect. It's something like that.
Yeah, it's
history. You get the history of the character or whatever.
Yeah,
and then you can like sometimes they'll reveal items. Inquire. Yeah.
Yeah, and so you're like asking about it, and they'll tell you their history, and then sometimes you'll get like a special thing. And for certain quests, that's how you get answers to things and ferry information back and forth between people. The thief has a stealing ability, so that's pretty cool. You just walk up to anybody and just see what they have, and there's a percentage chance of getting caught. And then the woman who has all of the animals that you can capture, you can have a whole stable of like, bring out any monster you fight, you have a chance to just capture them instead. And
they all have their own special abilities and stuff like that.
Yeah, they have a particular special move that they get, and they have like a power level compared to everybody else, and then a type of attack. So all the battle is based around what weaknesses your enemies have, and you have to figure them out as you go, and then it keeps track of them for you. So once you figure it out, when you go to this enemy,
like Persona 5 did it, where if you hit like lightning on somebody, and that was like super effective. Yeah, it would take their turn.
And this
stuff
does
like
elements, and it does types of weapons. So if you have a sword that's really good against this guy, but daggers are better against this guy, and so the different animals or monsters have a certain type of attack that they use, and so you can kind of pick and choose and do the different abilities. But her special ability, they're called path abilities or path skills or something like that. OctoPath, branding.
Oh,
and hers is like provoke. She can talk to somebody, and if
you can just fight them.
Yeah, she will literally provoke them into fighting her. And then you'll have a one-on-one battle where it's just she doesn't attack, but her animals will, or her like monsters and animals will attack for her. And then if you win, certain people are standing in front of doorways.
So you have to provoke them to get into the thing, so that because you knock them out.
You'll knock them out, and then you get access to whatever like house that they were preventing you from going into. So and you can provoke anybody. So I don't know if there's like a negative if you lose.
Yeah, so if you lose, there's a negative.
But apparently, if you win, everyone's like, pretty cool.
Good job.
Pretty, honestly, I mean, if he couldn't defeat you, then sick.
Yeah. So we streamed that. That was super good.
Yeah,
it's really good. Like I said, the only thing that's weird is the character interactions being like zero.
What's great is, and I don't want to go too deep, but what's great about the way that they go over the battle with you, it didn't take us very long to start like innovating on tactics. And they always add something new in there that continues to make it interesting, where you're not, I mean, you kind of get to a point where you kind of have like a set, like this is what we're going to do in this situation, but then they keep throwing other things at you that force you to change how you approach it. And there's all these interactions between the characters in battle that allow you to like beef up one character. Like we have a character who has an axe attack. It's called amputation. And literally it's just this huge burst. Like it does like probably 500% of the damage of anybody else's attacks. And then you can just like, oh, one character will boost his strength, the other character will add corrosive to this thing, so they have less defense. And you're just like, oh, you're doing all this stuff to make it happen. And you draw 3K. You're like, it's sick.
I destroyed him.
Yeah, I destroyed him. But yeah, it's really cool. I highly recommend it.
Yeah, so far it seems like they traded interactivity between the characters for pretty much open-endedness on interacting with the world and the combat.
Yeah, you can take
maybe
it if you want. Yeah,
maybe OctoPath 2 will have like both, but
Yeah.
usually with the first game they have some trade-off, so yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah,
because they're learning their stride or whatever.
I mean, the game is gorgeous. I mean, like the music is
the music is really good.
Literally, probably some of the best music I've ever heard in a video game.
They fit the different areas so well.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, they all have like really just like, this is exactly what this area needs, and it's not too much, and it's not like not there. But it's just like it feeds the theme of each of the areas you go to, and they all have like special. Each area is different, which is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Each main city or whatever they go to. Tuesday, we all collectively played Into the Veil for The Walking Dead, and are we getting anywhere close to the end of the season? We're about halfway.
We're
episode
like halfway
4.
through episode 4.
Yeah. So we have like maybe one more stream, or maybe another.
Yeah, it's either 1 or 2.
And I mean, the choices in this one,
What happened? Oh yeah, we escaped the one thing.
Yeah, we escaped. So I mean, that was kind of cool. It still feels like we're getting corralled to like one main direction.
I will say the beginning of episode 4 is probably the strongest episode in the entire season so far.
It is. Yeah.
Remember our choice that we made?
Yeah.
That was quite big, which is really cool.
But it also feels like it doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's again, it's like one of those things. Yeah.
I mean,
they have to push you towards a certain thing.
Yeah, but why end the whole episode 3 on that choice, and then episode 4 pumps off with it doesn't matter?
Yeah, I don't know, because
so imagine playing that at release.
Yeah.
Right, and then you wait 2 or 3 months, and then it turns out it doesn't matter what you chose right there. It's shitty.
Yeah, but I mean, again, that's all Telltale games.
Yeah, I was going to say, The Walking Dead is like the exact opposite of OctoPath. Because OctoPath, you have endless, not endless, but you have all these choices of what route you want to take. But there's no real connective tissue to create one cohesive story, necessarily. I don't know, we haven't beaten the whole game yet, but that's not what it's currently. That's what sort of feels like, which is not bad. But and then Walking Dead, you have this one cohesive story, and then instead of dealing with different full story paths, it just mostly focuses on inter-character interaction, which is not what OctoPath focuses on. So the decision that we made that we're not going to tell you about because you can just watch our episode, it was like a major character interaction choice, but had no change to the actual decisions overall that the group is going to be making necessarily.
Yeah, but they set it up like that would matter.
Yeah, they set it up like it was going to really change, who was going to be together and kind of the whole thing. But it just turns out it's they act like it's going to change something, but it's just going to be, it's going to go the direction it's going to go. And so people are just going to feel differently or more angry about whatever happens than usual.
Yeah, I guess.
Having played the first one, having played The Wolf Among Us, it's all pretty much, it's just like that. It's like, oh, you can make the choice, but you don't really change a whole lot. There's some minor changes and stuff, but nothing significant.
I mean, there's always those periods where you have a deciding factor of whether or not a character stays around, if they die or if they exist, but it's still not going to change how necessarily the direction of the overall story still. That person's not there and people are going to talk about it, but that's it,
Yeah, I guess. My issue is that they made a big deal about it, and then it turns out it doesn't matter.
Yeah, they made it seem like it was
they
a huge
ended that
thing.
episode on that cliffhanger, and then it turns out. So, you could have just done nothing. Why did that scene have to be there?
Mm-hmm.
Could have just had it play out regardless of what you decided, and then the story would have been fine. Would have been gone on the same.
Yeah.
No, I agree with you. I mean, yeah, it's shitty, but I mean, again, it's nothing new.
You know, Telltale, you can suck my,
Well, hopefully, hopefully the new and last season that is coming out soon, in August, I think, will have some more satisfying choices.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be fun to finish that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As Badass Clem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Healing time.
Then we played Divinity.
Yes.
Was Tuesday the first time we came back to Divinity?
I think it was last Tuesday.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, last Tuesday was the first day we come back to it since Coulter was on the Worldwide River Tour.
Well, I thought it was the Tuesday before I left.
I thought we were going to pick it back up when you came back. No, I think you're right.
Yeah, because last week.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Anyways, we played Divinity Original Sin 2, and we just we finally got to a new area. Like, we've been in Reaper's Coast for, God, I don't even know, like
months.
a year. A year in real life, it seems. And we're finally going to like arcs or whatever, which I'm excited about because there's some summons that I want to get for my Necromancer.
So how?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, how close are you guys to beating the game, if at all?
From what Coulter was saying, there's this set area and then like another area and then like that's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So about 4 more years.
And apparently, the Reaper's Coast is just like the. Like, it seems like based on the way he was talking about it, is like just the biggest area. It's a huge area.
We're also doing like a lot. Like we're doing.
Coulter's having us do everything. He's like, okay, come over here. We're gonna teleport here and do this. We got to finish up this side quest and all that. I'm like, great.
Which is good because I don't know what the fuck we're doing.
Yeah.
It's
it's great to have that type of guidance, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I haven't looked at the journal.
Yeah.
I haven't looked at the journal of like what we're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, that journal is like, I hate when games do journals like that where they just give you like paragraphs of information you should like know, but it doesn't give you like meaningful information, I suppose.
It'll give you a paragraph of kind of like what the situation is, but then you know that when you talked to somebody, they told you, oh, make sure you go here to talk to this person, but it doesn't include that information.
Yeah.
And so you're like, what
you have the information, like, but if you go and do something else and you've forgotten what the person told you,
then you have to go back and like rediscover what you're supposed to be doing.
But with Coulter, he does all that for us.
Yeah, he just remembers.
He's like our own little tom-tom.
He's played through the game like twice fully, I think.
He's played through it a bunch of times, I think.
Yeah, so
that man gets crazy about games.
Yeah, he does. He into the game.
Wednesday we played some more Octo.
Yeah, Wednesday we played some more Octo Traveler, and then
Thursday we played
Divinity.
more Divinity.
Yeah,
and then Friday we played World of Warcraft.
Yeah, we played like 4 hours.
3 hours.
3 hours?
Yes.
We got 3 hours of World of Warcraft.
9.
And we got up to level 16 on our Worgans. I'm playing a Warlock, Matt's playing a Rogue. We had this really weird situation.
Oh, God.
Where it was, I think it was the last main mission that we did before we decided to call it a night. And basically, you get to this point. I know you've never played WoW, but the Worgans are like wolfmen, basically. And they're humans who, it's like literally
they're
like
werewolves.
But it's kind of a slightly more permanent. You can turn back into a human, but you can just stay as a werewolf. And there's this section where there's this whole thing where a big bad guy is trying to take over this cathedral in this area. So you're supposed to go through this huge series of events where you like take back a city and you fight this big monster in the city, and then you go through, and then you get to this point where you're supposed to sneak into this cathedral where the big bad guy has escaped to, right? And then listen in on the conversation.
Literally almost every piece of that quest broke.
Every single piece.
Every
starting
step.
and because the quest just says battle for the city, basically. It's just like there's a city name, battle for city name, right? And we start out, we have this huge group of peasants with us, or whoever it is who's rising up, and it's like, all right, we're supposed to use this sword item to like rally the troops, and so we do it, and then nothing happens.
Everybody's meh.
And then we wait a little longer, and we like okay, maybe we need to try it, because we have like these little circles of like how many people we can rally. So Matt goes to the back, I go to the front. We try to rally everyone, right?
At the same time.
And
that doesn't work.
It doesn't work. And then just out of nowhere, I think you talk to somebody again, and then it's just like, all right, now it's gonna work. Okay, let's go.
You had to click somebody else and be like, all right, I'm ready to go now. And he's like, all right, cool. And then everybody just moves out. So that happens. You take it like the front gate everywhere, or the front gate area, kill a bunch of people, and then
that part's pretty cool.
There's a bunch of people playing the thing.
Yeah, there's other players.
There's other
players.
players.
The same instance.
Yeah.
But we found out later that they probably weren't in the same reality of the instance at the same time.
Because the way that they do questing like that and stuff, like when big story pieces and stuff like that are going on, they do phases where it'll lump you in with people who are in the same phase as you are. So that way you're doing it together, or if they're ahead, then you don't see, like, their story doesn't interrupt your story.
Right.
Something broke.
Yeah, where we were getting other people's stories.
Everybody was just everywhere, but like mine and Spencer's quest guys were nowhere to be found, but other people were moving the story along.
For them?
For them. And so we're trying to like catch up to them.
Yeah, and we followed them and fought their big bad guy. Nothing happened for us.
Nothing happened. Yeah.
And then we fought the big bad guy like 2 more times. And then nothing happens, and all of a sudden it like glitches into place, and we're like, oh, we got to go over here now. And then we fight some guys, and we're so far behind, like we're supposed to shoot these cannons. Cannons already been shot.
Yeah, cannons have already been shot, killed all the people that were supposed to be there. So we're like, oh well,
I got
that would have been cool.
just to shoot it once, just to feel like I was a part of the action. And then we just continued on, and then we finally get to this last fight scene, and that glitches out, happens once, and then restarts, and then it's ours.
we had to restart like a weird shit. Are you talking about the where we had to follow that guy?
No, just before that.
Yeah, just before that.
And then the woman escapes. Right, we're like, okay, we're finally like in it. We go and grab this quest to get a guide, and the guide's supposed to take us to where we need to go. But we were right next to somebody else, and I think we were following his guide, or we were supposed to have our own guide, and we only had one. So, and the guy stays there, and he's supposed to hide against this wall and like tell you what the next thing is, right? But he just stands there.
He just stands there, and then he's supposed to have like a little dialogue that goes, "Hey, go to the cathedral," but he just disappears. He just poofs, and we're like, "What the fuck?"
And then we go back. To get the quest again. We're thinking, "Oh, we just need to restart the quest." You know what happens? Fistcake? The quest giver is gone.
Oh.
Yeah, she disappears.
So we wait there.
Oh.
And she even has like a little thing where people have fucked this up before, like, "Hey, I need that guide again. Give me the guide."
Yeah.
We lost our guide. We go back to get a guide.
Yeah, we did that once.
They just erased that whole equation and got rid of the lady.
Yeah, and so we wait for, I don't know how long. I think we like logged out.
Well, you can't glitch the quest if there's no quest to be given.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think we logged out and logged back in because we were thinking maybe we had like internet issues, and then she's not there for a bit, and then she just appears.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, great, and we do it, and it like runs just like smoothly, and we're like, okay, that's enough.
Yeah, but that took way longer than it should have.
It was supposed to be like maybe a 15, 20-minute type deal, and it ended up taking like 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah, just because it was broke.
Yeah, because we're just
so
much
you're
running
enjoying,
around.
You're enjoying WoW.
Besides that, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like that doesn't happen very often.
No, that was like a major what the fuck happened. And honestly, they're having weird bugs anyways.
Because they just pretty much overhauled like the entire system. Yeah.
They did a
how
huge
they do shit.
stat crunch, and then by doing that, because there was a short period where everybody was a bit too powerful and they were leveling like really fast. You could get to like 1 to 60 in like a day.
No, you get to 1 to 60, 1 to 100 or 110 in 2 days.
In 2 days, yeah. So like just really fast. And then they did a stat crunch to make it a little bit more challenging, so there was a bit more like organic movement, right? But what happened?
They swung the hammer in the opposite way.
Yeah.
Anyways, that doesn't matter.
Okay.
A whole bunch of shit broke because this is a giant patch. So them having issues with this thing, and like, it didn't really impact our enjoyment. We were still like,
honestly,
the absurdity of it was fun.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was fun from like just like the what the hell's happening. So it was an experience, right? In fact, actually, you might say that we had the most unique experience of that particular situation. I mean, nobody else has had one like us, maybe.
Yeah, it
that's
seemed like we were
putting
the
a
only
positive
ones having
spin.
problems.
What was that?
I said that's putting it on a positive spin.
Yeah,
I mean,
That's
that
the way
game
to do
really
it.
has to like break for me to be like, I don't want to play this anymore. This is stupid. Why don't they fix their stuff? They have like 12 million people playing. They broke stuff. You know.
Oh, they have like 5-6 expansions worth of stuff stacked on top of each other. It should be perfect.
Yeah, it doesn't really bother me.
Yeah,
Did
but
we play
it was fun.
Melee on Saturday. That was all right.
Yeah,
I don't really remember what happened.
Well, we did the podcast first.
Yeah.
Adventure Complete, our role playing podcast. And then afterwards we did like I don't know, like 4 episodes or
4 or 5 episodes.
Yeah, we did like a number. We usually have this like specific amount of episodes we did. We just did a little bit less because it was like we were kind of gassed
tiring.
out. Yeah.
And then we streamed Smash 4 today.
Yeah, and that was good.
And that was good. And then played Smash Wolf. He's a viewer in Melee, and I clowned on him.
Yeah. The connection was poor.
It was really bad connection, but even with the bad connection, I still made him look like a chump.
Matt and Smash Wolf have a very unique rivalry, which involves them basically talking shit all the time, and then
one of us backing it up. Just
it's still going on.
Oh shit!
Well, that's pretty much all we played. And I know you're thinking, why the fuck did they talk about Octopath Traveler and WoW for an hour and a half? Well, because there's no news in the summer, my dudes.
But for the news, I guess, okay, so don't even put it in here, but we can just mention, since it's such a small story, speaking of Octopath Traveler, apparently Japan likes it so much that they have been restocking, and they've totally been out of I guess, physical copies is what it is.
Hold on. They sold the physical copies, they restocked ones and sold out. It's only twice. They've only restocked one other time. They're going to be restocking again, but they're still like, hey, here's the tweet from the developers, translated from Google Translator. So, it says, I am sorry that the situation of shortage continues. We will continue to ship carefully so that we can deliver a sufficient number. But we are expecting that the number of shipping recently will be considerably fewer. I am sorry to have kept you waiting. We hope that you'll be able to consider the download version if you do not mind. Essentially, hey, listen, we're going to restock again, but it's not going to be a high enough number if this keeps going. So why don't you try download on the e-store?
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, man, they really like their physical copies.
It's probably because like everything about the game, like the art and everything, like you guys were saying, is so beautiful. So they probably just want like the physical copy for even more art.
Yeah. Although I really hope for their sake that it's not just the situation where literally it's just the cartridge in the box.
Yeah.
Which is kind of frustrating.
Every game that we bought on the Switch has literally just been the box and then the cartridge. They don't even have like a little safety pamphlet anymore.
No, there's no pamphlet.
Where it's like, hey, take breaks. Or they don't even have that. How am I supposed to know the safety protocols when I'm playing Zelda for 18 hours straight? What am I supposed to do if you don't tell me, Nintendo?
Yeah, I'm not.
Come on, Nintendo,
and it's your fault.
Mm-hmm. Do they have at least like the reversible sleeves anymore? Or
I think so.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. I mean, you can reverse any sleeve.
Well, yeah.
Well, I mean,
you didn't. I mean, like it's not very good.
I don't know. I can check.
Oh, what? Ooh.
Oh, live on camera, the official reveal if there's a double side to the OctoPath.
There is a double side.
That's Legend of Zelda. Never mind. But yeah, it's so cool. Nice.
Yeah, we don't have a physical
Doesn't
copy
really
of
matter
OctoPath.
to me.
We got the e-download
because they were sold out in Japan.
Yeah, and that's the only place.
That's where we get every game.
Yeah. So I mean, that's cool. The game's doing really well. I'm happy.
Well,
for the developers.
I guess they were sold on GameStop for a while too. You had to like buy it to get like you specifically would buy it online, but it would be delivered to your house because they don't have any in the stores. But that was a few days ago. So
if you're gonna buy it online, why don't you just get the e version? But yeah,
who knows, man?
I'm not here to judge. But as far as the next story goes, Nintendo sues to shut down 2 big ROM sites, and I have this article here on Polygon. And they say that, let me see here. So it's basically just 2 of what seems to be like the same basic site, loveretro.co, and which has already been taken offline. And the other one, what the hell? God damn it.
Love ROM.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
I got a fucking Amazon, like...
Are you the official winner?
That's like, yeah, off of Polygon. What the hell, Polygon? Anyways.
Congrats, you're a winner.
Yeah, congrats. Is not quite been taken down yet, but they are suing to have it happen. And I was worried because I saw this when it was happening, and I was like, holy shit. they're going to be taking down like all these ROM sites. That sucks. But none of the ones I care about are being affected.
Well, the thing about the Love ROMs is they allowed you to play them from the browser.
Oh, wow, that's a big no-no. What?
Yeah. So you could play certain ROMs from the browser.
I haven't played a ROM from a browser in years.
Which you should not.
Yeah, like 10 years.
Obviously, Nintendo's going to be like, yo.
What did you think was going to happen?
What? Are you crazy?
It's not even that hard to play games on a ROM. To just download it and play it.
Yeah, especially old game ROMs. Like,
they come fully
24
packaged.
megabytes.
And it's like it runs perfectly because literally, I mean, how much work could your PC possibly need to do to make a SNES game run? You know?
Exactly.
But a lot of people are using this. Go ahead.
I was just saying, it just kills me that they're. I mean, I get that they're doing it, but maybe the reason why people are playing ROMs on websites and literally everything else except for the eShop is because maybe when the eShop whole thing with the old classic games, fucking sucks, I guess, to put it in, layman's terms.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was going to say, this brings up, everybody's bringing up the fact that if Nintendo would just allow you to have a streaming service or something like that where you could play their old games or at all, basically, that the ROM shit would, it would go away, or it'd be way less because everybody would just be like, I just rather pay $10 a month and play unlimited old Nintendo games. It's not like they're making any money off that anymore.
What's insane, what's like it, and it's right, you could literally get the streaming service and then it could just have sections based on each type of game, and then that section would just open up the ROM that runs it.
Yeah, I mean, if they were going to be money grabbing, they could have different plans for different consoles and stuff too. Yeah, people would happily pay for it, but
I guess the only issue I could think of with that is they would probably want to come up with their own ROM, because if they use like the same ones that everyone else uses.
Funny thing about that is that the fucking Nintendo used a pirated ROM in their official release, like a few years ago.
I'm using the wrong term because I was thinking about that emulator.
Yeah, they already have their own emulator. The Wii could emulate. They had it had an emulator.
Yeah, well, yeah. Okay, then it's not that hard. Then just like do it.
The technology's there,
and they would make so much money. Even if it was only like $5 a month, they would make so much money off of something that they're not even losing anything on. It's just extra.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but if you buy a game for one console, it doesn't transfer. Like, it's not on your account, is it? It's only on that console that you can play it?
They didn't.
Or did they change that since?
They changed that with the Switch.
Oh, okay. But
before it was like that. So whatever we bought on Wii U and stuff like that, like.
Luckily, I'm not even sure if we really did.
Yeah, we did. Bought Smash and. Oh, are you talking about digitally?
Yeah, digital. Like.
No, the Wii U is just a Smash box.
Yeah, it's basically a Smash box.
Smash box. 20.
I think we have like one game. No, Super Mario Maker we have the copy for.
No, we bought that digital.
I thought we had the box.
Nope.
Then that.
Yeah, that was the only one. It takes 10 years to download because Nintendo's stuck in 1998.
Yeah, well, hopefully they upgrade so when Smash Ultimate comes out, we'll actually get good like internet connectivity. I don't I'm not hold my breath, but
think about it. I just can't remember if they have updated that or not, because I remember hearing about I only bought like Punch Out for the Wii U, and I never really got a chance to transfer it anywhere. Like, I had a 2DS. I'm like, oh, maybe I'll try to play it on here. Nope, not happening.
Yeah,
cool.
It's kind of disappointing.
Yeah, the virtual console.
Virtual console. Yeah,
virtual console. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, apparently, when you buy their PS Plus equivalent of online or whatever, $20 a year, you're going to get like one classic game a month or some shit like that.
Oh, great.
For that month.
It's like getting fed a chip a day.
Mm-hmm. A month.
Mm-hmm.
Well, equivalently, a bag of chips a month. Yeah.
Well, I mean, $20 a year, one game a month. That's not terrible.
Yeah.
But what was I going to say? Have they not rolled that out yet?
No.
Oh, that's right. I can't remember if they've done that yet. I remember we talked about them talking about it, but I can't remember if they actually ever did it.
Was that the previous E3 that they talked about that, or was that was in between E3s?
That was fresh after the Switch came out.
When the Switch came out.
Yeah.
they were talking about all the stupid bullshit like that, and the way you actually do voice chat in the on the Switch. And you have the app, and then like if you have the exactly, it's like what the fuck?
God, why?
Yeah.
Hashtag never forget
voice app, or I could call you.
But hold on, if you're an Apple user and if you don't want your phone to die, well, let's make it more fucking complicated because fuck you, we're Nintendo.
Fuck you.
Fuck you, we're Nintendo.
Fuck you, I'm Shigeru Miyamoto. And I approve this message. I made Mario and Zelda.
So, Fiskik, I'm not sure if you have anything pulled up for it, but did you want to start the conversation about the Valve anti-cheat stuff?
Yeah, from the gamesindustry.biz article here. Valve has banned over around 90,000 at least. Let's see. Yeah, 30,000 cheaters were dealt with on Wednesday. And then they banned another 60,000. What was it? What's the official date? Oh, God. On Thursday. So 90,000 people in 2 days were banned due to their new aggressive action against cheating. So let's see.
So is that just cheating in like source games?
No, it's in more than 300 games are supported, including Valve's major titles, but just in general. It started with in 2002 apparently with Counter-Strike.
Let's see. Yeah, it said on Wednesday they banned roughly over around 28,409. And then Thursday they banned 61,486. There's no word as to what triggered this wave of anti-cheat action. Most likely, VAC identified a Valve anti-cheat and identified a new exploit and has tackled all the accounts connected to it. The VAC system monitors players in major multiplayer games such as Counter-Strike Go, Dota 2, and third-party titles like Call of Duty. Valve has been clamping down on cheating in 2018 thanks to VAC. SteamDB's graph shows well over 100,000 accounts have been banned every month so far this year, except for June when roughly 56,000 were dealt with. So
maybe they're just catching up. Maybe that's all it is.
They probably just like the article said, they're probably like, oh, we found this. Oh shit, 90,000 people are using this. Oh, kill them all, ban all accounts, burn them at the cross. God.
I have some bits of information from this article on Polygon. It says, of note, the ban wave comes after a week in which players revolted against Splatoon 2's lack of anti-cheat protections, with one hijacking the game's leaderboards to send a message to Nintendo to bring it some dang protection.
That dude got banned.
Yeah. That player was later banned permanently from multiplayer participation. And then the subreddit rVacPorn is documenting the lost skins and tenure of big-time accounts caught in the ban wave.
VacPorn?
Yeah, apparently you can look up
what a terrible name.
It is. It's like the same thing as like Earth porn, where it's just pictures of like waterfalls and shit.
Not Gaia looking sexy.
Or dragons
which
fucking
actually
cars.
Kind of sounds entertaining from like a slightly mildly interesting type of way. Like, oh, I wonder.
Freak.
I wonder. That's a really high voice that you did there, man. Freak. I can't even do it. But yeah, I mean, there's a huge account that had a ton of skins tied to it, but I got banned from such and such game. That sucks for them. They shouldn't have been cheating.
Yeah, I mean, Valve does the same shit with like that YouTube does, where they're just like, you know what, I'm gonna let an algorithm and shit take care of it.
Yeah, sometimes the bans are not really supposed to be happening.
Yeah, so you'll be lucky to get in touch with an employee.
Yeah. Well, honestly, from what I've heard, because I've never tried myself, but trying to get in contact with like a person at Valve is nigh impossible.
No, I bet. With a thing that big, yeah.
Yeah, but it's just notable because it's the most prolific week of bans in the entire history of it being around for like 16 years. So that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, they must have found like a new exploit or something like that people were using. Yeah.
All right, Matt, why don't you take us down the road of the Gungeon?
Yo, into the Gungeon. Got
beep boop, beep boop.
The new update, Advanced Gungeons and Dragons.
Oh yeah, Gungeons and Dragons.
1 second, I gotta type this shit in. Which makes the it's just like everything that was wrong with Enter the Gungeon was like you get a bunch of really cool guns, and then you would never want to use them because ammo was so scarce.
Yeah.
And
sometimes you just wouldn't get a good gun at all.
A lot of the times, also, if you did use a good gun, then like you couldn't find ammo. You totally fucked up my train of thought.
Sorry.
Where was I? God damn it, Spencer. I had like a whole thing. You piece of shit. Anyway, so they added a bunch of guns, and they added a bunch of new synergies, which was my original point, being that the original game did not have that many synergies. And, you know, us coming from Isaac, pretty much
you expect
all
a
of
certain
Isaac,
level. Yeah.
like their items interact with something. It's very rare that you'll ever get like a combination of or a run that doesn't have at least 5 or 6 synergies going on.
Yeah, which is really cool.
So what they did is they added like 500 different synergies. They even added a new NPC that gives you like a synergy chest, which will give you a gun or a passive that will synergize with
your current setup.
Yeah,
that's cool.
They added a whole nother boss, a whole nother like secret area. They made the early game a lot better, because before is if you have to use keys to open up chests and stuff like that. So you don't get any keys, then you can't open up any chests. But now key drops are more. Like the first 2 shops are guaranteed to have keys.
Yeah, that was super frustrating.
There used to be a metagame where if you picked up any keys along your run on the first floor or whatever, like if you picked up any, then the shop wouldn't have a key at all. So you have to leave keys on the ground and then go to the shop first. And so that's been removed.
Yeah,
guaranteed key drops.
That almost seems like something that's not supposed to happen, you know?
But yeah, just like a bunch of, like, they just like totally added
fixed the issues.
Yeah.
Is this their first big like update patch or whatever?
They've had 2, I think. They had the supply drop, which added like a bunch of guns and some synergies, and then they had like another one for Payday or something like that added some items and did some stuff.
But this is like the biggest overhaul so far.
This is like a huge update.
You were talking about ammo issues. Did they do anything to fix like?
Yeah, so now they drop 2 types of ammo things. You have like a full replenish and then like a half replenish, and they drop more.
Because before you wouldn't even get like anything that would replenish necessarily. You just get bullets, right?
No, you don't get. You know, it's always ammo.
Yeah,
ammo drops. You don't get just bullets. Bullets is what you use to buy things.
Right. No, but you know what I mean though. Like ammo, you would just get ammo, but now they have like half and full replenish where you just completely like.
No, they've always had that. That was the only way to get ammo.
Oh, but they just now
they've added a half, and you get like more ammo throughout.
Right. Okay.
They drop more ammo boxes.
Gotcha. Okay.
So they dropped more and they added a new type of ammo. Or not ammo, but ammo pickup.
Replenisher.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
But yeah, super crazy. Can't wait
check
to jump
it out
into that.
Looks fun, yeah.
That guy's talking about how you can hop over shit.
Yeah, you can table slide now.
Ooh.
Oh, shit.
So you can be totally action movie.
That's cool, because I know before you could like knock over tables.
Yeah, you can flip them.
You can flip them, but now you can like slide over them. That's pretty cool. Yeah. I mean, honestly, that makes me want to play the game again, because I was avoiding like personally playing the game because of just how much issue we had with it before. Because like what Matt was saying with the whole key issue and the gun issue, if you didn't get any keys, then you just wouldn't get anything good. And then if you didn't get a gun, you'd find yourself fighting the boss with like
your
one
pistol.
kind of like like a pistol and sometimes you have like a crossbow, right? And they're like, okay, that's gonna do shit.
Ding, ding.
You have to be like godly at dodging, and even then it's like pea shooter the whole time. It's insane.
So then, Matt, you probably had no problem with that then, did you? With all your godly video game skills that you brag about all the time.
Oh, no, Gungeon wrecked me when I was playing it before the update.
Man, trying to stick along with the K-fob if you can. K-fob, come on, man.
You're right, I'm so good.
There you go. I am good. I am the best player. Beep boop beep boop.
I only play games on hard, and if there's a hard difficulty, I play on that one.
Oh, they added a turbo mode. They added a bunch of quality of life things where you can turn on shit where you'll move faster when
Like
you're not in
modifiers?
combat. And
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
so that way running around the map isn't,
It's
it
tedious.
doesn't take forever. And
Which is something that's, which by the way, we need to play again. The Wizards game.
yeah,
Was it?
Wizard of Legend.
Yeah, Wizard of Legend. They kind of got around that by having all of the notable rooms have a portal that takes you back to the middle of the map.
they do that as well.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Really? They have a portal? Oh, that's right. It's a
Yeah,
little
the
like pad that you're
yeah,
on.
the little teleporters.
Right, but it still felt like tedious to get to.
Well, because the
some areas.
floors are so much bigger than
Right.
Isaac and
Wizard of Legend.
Wizard of Legend.
Gotcha. Okay.
But yeah, it's like completely free update, super cool. I mean, like they pretty much fixed a lot of shit that was everybody had problems with the game. And the game was already great. So this just like bumps it up.
I bet you that guy who was running it during SGDQ really wishes he had this update before he had to do the run, because that was
Yeah, that dude got fucked.
just hearing about it was heartbreaking.
And I think it's on sale right now. So
Matt's checking it right now on.
I would highly recommend. It's like $7.50.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it has full co-op, so you can get
Full?
2 people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unlike Isaac co-op, where you're just like a little floating piece of shit. Well, they fixed that in the last booster pack, but you play like a whole character. And you have a Nerf gun.
Yeah, and it's like couch co-op or do they have online as
No
well?
online.
So yeah, just strictly like in-person co-op.
Yeah.
Play with your friends.
Yeah, and it's
At home.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah. So I'll be
I had to
excited
pick
to
that
get
up.
back into that.
Yeah, pretty cool. But yeah, I mean that about does it for all the main stories. That
I
we
mean, we
have
can
today.
talk about OctoPath for another 3 minutes, but
Oh, what
I'm good.
specifically?
No,
I mean,
it was a joke.
Okay, I was
Because
like,
we
wait,
went super
wait, what?
long and
Did we
what we were
miss
well, I
playing.
just did find out there's a whole new Yakuza game I never even heard of or seen before. I could go on about that for half an hour.
Oh.
Well,
what is it?
Turn that into 2 minutes, and then we'll be good.
Oh well, it's just not even translated for the West, but they were talking about how the PS3 emulator can run it now. I was like, Yakuza can sign. I've never even seen this before. It's basically Yakuza, but in the past, in the Edo period, and you play as a samurai.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah. Will we ever see it for Western translation? No, but you can play it on the PS3 emulator now.
Well, you get a translation guide, dude.
Pause the game every 5 seconds. Where's the kanji? Is he saying shit butt? That doesn't make sense. Who says shit butt?
I'm sure that there are fans who have made extensive notepads
They have.
of the entire dialogue of the game.
I never knew this like subculture existed, but you try to go to like play some old Shin Megami Tensei games and stuff like that. They're like, you got to play it with this like what did I
Walkthrough
translation
guide. Yeah, translation guide.
Translation guide, or you can patch it. You're like, oh, there's all of this other crazy shit. I'm like, dude, no. I just like the world is kind of cool. Persona.
It's kind of nifty, all right?
All right, I'm not that into it.
Settle down, nerds. Well, to see if they have anything, but it just got updated with it, or like it just can now run with the PS3 emulator. So maybe somebody will finally like work on like, all right, put English words in the Japanese text boxes, or
Make
hey,
it easy
Sega,
for me.
Sega, if you want to just release that for the PC along with a Kiwami game,
They are doing that.
That'd be cool. No, I know they're releasing the Kiwami. I'm saying with the Kiwami game.
Or maybe
sweeten
after,
the
but
pop.
release it out. Just
Just like a surprise. Like, hey, if you get this comes with it. Do it.
Do it. I wonder how hard it would be just to would it be easier to make it available as a PC port or as a PS4 port?
Well, I mean, probably a PS. I mean, I don't know. It depends because
the architectures are different.
I mean, yeah, we're totally like computer scientists, so we know these answers. Anyway, so you want to tell us where you can find you?
All right, Fizcake, talk about where you what you doing.
Sorry, I had to try to have a discussion on the talk show. I guess I'll check myself before I wreck myself. But anyway,
I'm just talking about tech stuff we have no idea about.
We can speculate.
Wrong.
no, it's fine. It's okay. I won't discuss stuff anymore. It's all right. You can find me on twitch.tv/Fizzcake, where I stream. I'll be streaming 5 days this week. Monday, I'm probably just going to play, honestly, probably Dark Souls. I just want to play Dark
You've been
Souls.
doing pretty well with that.
You've been doing pretty good.
Yeah, I like all of your fight cards. It's awesome.
Yeah, I continue to improve. Call me the hit. I need to. Well, no, I can't get back into fighting games now. I'll never leave them again. But do that. Also, YouTube.com. I have the new Adventure Complete episode up on there. Check it out. Probably gonna make an Ornstein and Smoke video. Probably just be a real quick thing with a bunch of stupid edits. You know, like if Markiplier made his weird like animals that talk, where like the animals with the mouths. But anyways, you can catch me there. Twitter at the Fist Cake. I talk about stupid shit all the time. Usually, I just jab at Mac. Mac? What the fuck? I need to go home.
You're home.
Am I drunk? Am I drunk? I don't know what's going on. My brain don't brain. I jab at Matt on Twitter with a little snide remark occasionally, and he jabs back, and it's always in good fun, right?
Yeah.
Oh no. But no, yeah. If you want to see some cool banter, check out the Fizz Cake on Twitter.com. Twitter, Jesus, go, please go. Don't make me talk anymore, please.
All right, so you can find our information on YouTube and Twitch at Neanderthal Gaming TV on both platforms. You can catch us on Twitter at Neanderthal GTV, where Matt jabs at Fistcake and Fistcake jabs at Matt, and we all have a good time here.
Yeah.
As far as what we stream, what we do, usually we'll be doing throughout the week in the evenings. We'll play some Divinity. We do Into the Veil.
So yeah, this week Monday night starts Dark Souls 2 with Coulter.
Yeah.
Tuesday is Into the Veil Divinity. Wednesday is going to be Octo. Thursday is going to be Divinity. Friday will be Siege.
Yeah. So that'll be good. So check us out.
That's the schedule, bitches.
So yeah, check us out live on twitch.tv/NeanderThalGamingTV. And if you want to see any information or any of our past videos, it's on our YouTube channel at the same name, Neanderthal Gaming TV. As far as
and we don't even talk about our Smash streams; those sell themselves.
Yeah, on the weekends, Melee and Smash 4. As far as Content Complete specific information, you can follow us on Twitter at ConComcast, where you can find information about both of our podcasts, both this one and our Adventure Complete podcast, which is the one we do where we roleplay with our friend Adam. And you can also send us ideas and suggestions to contentcompletecast@gmail.com. The podcast does go live on twitch.tv/ConComcast and twitch.tv/NeanderthalGamingTV at 3 p.m. Pacific time on Sundays. All episodes are available on YouTube at our Neanderthal Gaming TV channel, and the audio-only version is available on your favorite podcasting app. And both are released on Mondays, so we stream on Sundays, and it's released the very next day on podcasts as well as YouTube. Any last words, fellas?
Nah. I mean, you hit the outro really good. Sometimes you stumble.
No.
But this time, no stumbling. Well, you stumble a little bit, but not as much as usual. It's like you took all of Fizzcake's power of speech and then used it for yourself. You're a speech thief.
It's my new ability. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching and for hanging out. And thanks for the joke, Koala. That was a great joke to start the show. And we'll see everyone next time.
Peace.
Bye.
Hit the button, bitch.
I'm